but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Touchdown, Philadelphia! It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that. Talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Dobbins. And caught up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Swift going to try up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's been pretty effective so far, solid numbers yardage-wise, but the fumble last time, that's what he's thinking about. Has to be a little bit more secure.
Yeah, he does. Would you yell at him right here? Would you get on him?
No, I think you pick him up, don't you?
I agree with you totally. You pick him up in this situation because a lot of game left to be played, and he can be special with the ball in his hands. In that situation, he wasn't. You talked about the 4 points of pressure, high and tight to the body, and let him go back to it.
Well, still plenty of time in this game, so he'll have opportunities to secure that ball with those 4 points of pressure. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Oh, look at this play call. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Second and goal at the Eagles' 4-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight... if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
$180. 13.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, a heck of a move. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Now a give right side Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And one of the linebackers has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 57 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Well, on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
A 64-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command to attack.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Shedding through the defense. So we're at halftime here, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taken on his own 46. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Eagles are going to get the football back. And now here come the Ravens.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson now eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll shift things around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll start on the ground with Swift to the 43, 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards.
63.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Dobbins again on second down. Runs through the count. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 33. My goodness, 225 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the look. Right back to Dobbins on first. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. And they're going to speed things up here. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try and run forward Hill. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Jackson will keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy, some coaches are like, look, When I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Wiggles free. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the 2nd-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. There they are going for it. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now Jackson going to shift him around. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pickett now from the gun here. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. To the air on first down with Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Pickett sets up play action. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Flush to his right. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Pickett.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris
from a yard out.
And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now, once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know to push off at the end of a route, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 55 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson. They set up the screen for... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Delay of game was offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A give here to Dobbins, but he's going to pitch this one. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
See, ready? Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Jackson on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Jackson will throw again. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we have reached halftime here, and we now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Pickett on second down.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. Touchdown! Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
And the Ravens taking the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly they get to the line.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Dobbins trying the left side. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 41 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Pickett.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
He gets it complete to Harris.
He will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the give, this is Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Solid stiff arm. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Now Jackson on second down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down.
Jackson on first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Second down, here's Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson from 19 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
They're going to run it with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Lamar changing the play. Here's Jackson.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Now Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. With big body, block, get a bill, real big problem. Whole lot of priors, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, done had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big. Put a ribbon on it, get you give, rap, that. Real never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way.
Punter Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And then proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. They can't read us straight up. Show them what you got. It's all right, come on now. It's all right. Let's go, baby.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
We got to be big time now.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Pushes him over. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul. Unnecessary running. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Goff going to shift him around. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Here is 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They'll try the air now with Goff.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the 1st half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. 2nd and 10, Goff again.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And down to the 36-yard line here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st down, Goff.
That one let go deep for Laporta.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. To the air again. Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Cox, still one of the league's top defensive tackles, and remains a huge presence. 7 sacks last year, adds another win to his career total there.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 56 yards rushing forward now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
He stiff-arms him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Flushed out right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelsey. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. In motion left goes Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Again, a feint there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Third and 2, Goff.
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, a give to Gibbs.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Back to throw, Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta,
33 yards.
and the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Brown the motion man right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 21-14. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Shell, we go. 12, 12.
Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Goff.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Running is Swift.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over.
Here's 1st and 10.
Goff now to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.